Two voters in the Irish referendum on same-sex marriage. One for and one against.
Hi, I'm Riyadh Khalaf and I'm voting yes.
Hello, I'm Ben Conroy and I'm voting no.
Right now I feel bullied by my country and I don't see why they should see me as a second-class citizen.
I'm voting no because I believe that men and women bring different things to parenting and that every child has a right to a mother and a father.
I don't see why my mom, dad or little brother should be able to get married and I can't.
I'm voting no because of the new intolerance. The former owner of this shop was forced out of business because he didn't support same-sex marriage.
Riyadh Khalaf is a Yes campaigner and YouTuber whose campaign video went viral.
To marry the one that you want to spend the rest of your life with. The one that you want to grow old and die with.
We met at a Dublin park, infamous for a 1980s attack that left a gay man dead.
I think that this yes vote is a huge step in the right direction towards LGBT people in Ireland being seen as just like anyone else. Civil partnership is not the same as civil marriage. People are getting this wrong. The no side are manipulating people into thinking that they're the same thing. There are 160 differences between civil partnership and civil marriage. Some of them are absolutely massive.
Ben Conroy is a student and no voter, and he works at the Iona Institute, which has organised the No campaign. He says the Yes camp has demonised anyone thinking of voting no.
It's fueled by a climate that says that where people are just saying, you know, no people who believe in marriage are haters, or bigots, or homophobes. And I think that in itself is a reason to be really sceptical about a yes movement that says it's all about tolerance. This is not a vote about whether or not we love and value gay people.
But that's how they'll see it. Excuse me, sorry, just got interrupted. Are you for the yes campaign?
I'm for the no campaign.
I believe that marriage should be between man and woman. Now, that's my view, because I'm from the middle of the country, and I believe myself, personally speaking, that marriage should be between husband and wife. Nothing against other people, if they want to go their own little way. Marriage, I believe, has a firm standing for children. Husband, wife and baby. You can't put girl and baby, because it doesn't, like, it doesn't seem right.
What's that? I think if two women can look after kids just as well as a man and a woman can.
Bring nothing to the table, though.
No. So you can have a mother and a father that aren't doing right by the kid, and you could have two men that can. So as long as they love each other. As long as they love each other, it doesn't matter, I don't think.
What the no votes are saying, it has nothing to do with like children and anything. Like, it should be equal for everyone. I couldn't deny someone their rights for no reason. I think that's ridiculous.
I believe that ultimately everybody should be equal, and this is just a way of extending the equality provisions in the Constitution to other people that should really have had it anyway.
There's already civil ceremonies there for people if they want to make a commitment themselves. Marriage is a separate issue. I think that it's between male and female. You know, and as regards procreation, children need to have a right to know who their parents are.
The polls have the Yes campaign way out in front. They've got the support of political parties here and a whole host of celebrities. But as the UK election showed, the polls don't always get things right, and the No campaign will hope that it gets its own silent majority.
How's it going, Riyadh?
Nice to meet you, Ben.
Nice to meet you too.
We brought Riyadh and Ben down to central Dublin to discuss the issues.
You are taking away a fundamental right that I should have to protection, happiness, and something that every member of my family already has.
Yeah, Riyadh, you talk 5 seconds in and I'm taking away your happiness. Civil partnerships in this country provide couples with the ability to say I do, the ability to commit to each other, the ability to have their love recognised, and they provide all those rights and tax rights and inheritance rights that are essential to have. Marriage in the Constitution, in the real world, in the Irish Constitution, is positioned in the Constitution under the article called the family.
Yeah.
You can't change marriage without changing
you
family
just
law.
said that
I'd love to be able to actually say, okay, let's have gay marriage and have it have no effects on the rights of children, right? But you just can't do it.
Okay.
Number
one, this referendum is not about surrogacy and adoption and children. It is about same-sex marriage and whether two people of the same sex can marry. So your posters, your flyers and your entire campaign is a lie, according to me, the entire yes side.
What do you say to the surrogacy guy? The guy who said every time same-sex marriage is legalised in the country, we see a spike in demand for surrogacy. What's your answer, Riyadh?
My answer is that if people are happy and they are in a loving relationship, they naturally will want to have children.
So there's a connection. There's a connection.
Yes, and what's wrong with that?
Okay, so a minute ago we were liars, Riyadh. A minute ago we were liars, and now you're admitting there's a connection.
No, this is completely different.
Because they get what you and the Yes campaign don't get, that this is about children. I want every child to grow up with what you and I had, a mum. I don't want a baby to be taken out of their mother's arms and raised motherless.
Do you not understand that these children are going to be had whether this goes through or not? So what I'm saying is...
If we pass this law, okay.
Wait, let me finish.
Yeah,
this referendum is going to happen. Say it goes through and there's a yes vote. Say it goes through and there's a no vote. Either way, the same amount of children are going to be had by same-sex couples. The only difference is that those children, because you want it to be about children, let me tell you how it's about children. Those children will be protected in the eyes of the law. Can you imagine if a child of a same-sex couple was taken away from one of their parents?
Which can't happen under the current law. It can't, and you're scaremongering.
What about your posters? What about your posters that are scaremongering?
I'll tell you.
That are saying that a man can't offer the same love as a mother? They're different. That is a disgusting
Mothers and fathers are different. That's a disgusting statement. Okay, so tell me
what your father taught you that your mother could not teach you.
My mother and father are just different.
Tell me specifically what your mother taught you that your father could not teach you.
To return to the point about
surrogacy. No. Tell me what. No,
Riyadh.
I'm asking you. Wait, this is something that you brought up. You tell me what your mother taught you that your father could not teach you, or vice versa. One thing. That's all I want.
My mother and my father just taught me. The two of them taught me manners. The simple point is that I will support the right of every child, gay or straight, to have the love of a mother and a father. And you cannot change marriage without changing family law. You can't. In the real world, changing the constitutional article on a family has consequences. I cannot vote in good conscience for a law that I believe will lead to children being taken away from the arms of their surrogate mothers, their mothers. I cannot vote in conscience for a law that will lead to children being raised deliberately motherless or deliberately fatherless. Those issues are real. The reason they're real because surrogacy clinics around the world talk about a spike in demand every time same-sex marriage is legalised in the country. We could take a third way. We could say, let's put civil partnerships on a constitutional footing. Let's really fight for equality and respecting difference. And let's put aside this kind of nonsense idea that same-sex marriage and marriage in our constitution has nothing to do with the rights of children.
If this referendum doesn't come true, I will most likely leave Ireland because I refuse to live in a country that sees me as second best, that doesn't respect me as one of its citizens. I will take the degree, the education and the morals that this country has put into me and give it to some other country that is willing to see me as a righteous, respected citizen. And I'm not the only one. A huge amount of my co-workers, professionals that I have had dealings with and friends are willing to leave this country too if we continue to be disrespected.